Okay guys, I'm going to tell you the McCormick's shrimp. Now, you can either go to the darker side of the claret, or you can go to the lighter side. I just want to show you the capes. That's the dark claret, and then that's more along the lighter claret. So you can see the difference in the two shades. Now, it's up to yourself. It's up to you. The fish don't care. The fly will still work. The hook and the vise is a size 10, just a partridge patriot double in black nickel. The thread I'm going to use to tie the fly is uni thread 80 in black. So I'm just going to come in, get our thread started behind the eye of the hook, and just run on a bit of thread. Now there's no tag on the fly, so I'm just going to run the thread down, remove the waist tag of thread, and I just want to be shy. Once I let my thread go, it's not actually at the point of the hooks. Now the tail, the first part of the tail, is Claret Buck tail. Now have a wee pinch off here and all, just ready to go. And you want that, you can have this as long or short as you like. I say that in all the videos, but honestly it's entirely up to you. I'm going to have this around about a length and a half, the two lengths of the hook over the back. Just come in a couple of turns to secure that in. And you can come in and trim away the excess. Now in the tail you have to put in gold flash. Now this is the gold micro flash, that's the new gold if you like, and that's the other gold. So you can see the two different shades in it as well. Yet again, it's entirely up to you. Now I'm going to take away a couple of strands here. I'm going to offer these up into the tail. Now I'm going to fold these back. So just offer them up into the tail. Come around with a pinching loop, another turn to hold. Fold back the excess of the flash. I'm just going to come in and trim the other that away, just the length of the tail. Now at this stage I'm just going to take my thread on up, just running the thread on up, catching in the cut ends of the bucktail. Just want to tidy this up, this area. Just run it on up. And then bring my thread back down towards the tail again. Now, next part of the tail, you're going to cloak it. And you can use golden pheasant breast feather dye claret, or just one of the bigger claret hackles at the back of your Chinese cock cape. So I'm just going to stroke this back to reveal the tip, get a couple of turns in to catch it. I'm going to fold the tip back, bring my thread back up over the tip and the hackle, come in and locate the tip, you can break that away. Come in with your scissors, just run it up the stem. I'm just going to take my thread up out of the way, just to give me a bit of room to work at the back here. And then you're just going to wind your hackle around, much like the way you would do if you were tying an Irish shrimp fly pattern with the golden pheasant breast feather. Now don't get too caught up if you catch in some fibres. The ground, we'll get those out in a wee second. Just concentrate on knocking the feather onto the hook. Now it's going to be plenty there. I'm going to bring my thread back into position. Just follow this around with bring your hackle down, follow it around with your thread, and then just get your turns right into the hackle stem. That'll secure that in for you. And just come in with your scissors and remove the excess of the hackle. Now at this stage, just a wee brush. Just come in with your wee brush, just brush out any of the fibres that you may have caught just while you were winding the hackle around. Just get anything that's going forward, just get the sit back. Just going to run my thread on up around about the length of the rear part of the body. On the way back and down, I'm going to catch in an oval gold tinsel, and this is an oval gold in small. Just going to catch it in underneath, bring the oval gold underneath the shank of the hook. Then I'm going to run my thread down, tight up against the rear, the tail at the rear. Now the body, both parts, the rear and the front part, is going to be a wane, a uni-floss and wane. It's just a claret, or if you've got Danville's flosses. The Claret one will be very good for this wee fly. Just get this into the material clip. Get it out of my road. Wee favour there. Get that to sit back. Then just come in with your floss and catch that in. And just bring up your floss. A nice tight turn at the back onto the tail. And then just overlapping turns your floss up the body. Right. A couple of turns will secure that in. I just want to check just to make sure I'm dead on onto the tail. Just always like to check that I'm onto the tail at the back. Just a wee habit of mine. Right, I'm just going to trim away the excess floss. Then I'll just come up with our oval gold tinsel. And you're looking 3 turns of the oval gold tinsel up the rear part of the body. A couple of turns will secure that in, and then come in and trim away the excess. Now your next hackle, just the same Claret Chinese cock hackle, only this time just a smaller hackle from the cape. Just going to stroke back the fibres to reveal the tip. Offer this up to the fly. A couple of turns to hold, fold back the tip. When your thread turns up over the top of the tip and the hackle. Then you come and locate the tip, you can break it away. Same again, just going to run my scissors up the stem of the hackle to get them to fold back. And then you're just looking 1 turn in front of the other. Now turns are up to you, it's your fly, it's the way you like to dress them. Everybody has their own ideas of how to dress a salmon fly, and in my opinion there's no right or wrong. If it catches your fish and you have confidence in fishing the fly, that's all that matters. Now just wound that up, just come around with your thread turns and just get the thread turns caught in to the stem again, secure it in your hackle. Just come in and remove the excess of the cock hackle, and then just run your thread up the second part of the body. Now same again here, I'm going to catch in our oval gold tinsel in small. Just get another length off the spool, and we'll just catch this in underneath. Great fly is, guys, especially for the back end. You know, it's all about colour combinations, this early game. Now, same again, just let me get this up out of the way. The wind floss for the front body. We'll just catch that in, pull it into length, and then just work this down. Now what I'm going to have to do here is, because I've got a wee step here and I can see it, I'm just going to have to try and level this off a bit. And then just bring up your floss once you're happy. I just want to make sure I'm getting a clean turn onto the middle hackle. And then just 1 turn of the floss overlapping the other. Follow it around with your thread. A couple of turns to secure. Come in with your scissors. Trim away the excess now. Just a few wee fibres here that have came away from the floss. Just want to take those away. Then we can bring up our rib. Much like the rear body, you can 3 turns onto the front body, up the fly, follow it around with your thread. A couple of turns will secure that in. Then just come in and trim away the excess. Now at this stage what you could do is you could put on your jungle cut and then your front hackle. But I'm going to put my front hackle on first. Get that wee fibre out. Get that sitting nice. It's better. Now the front hackle, you can use a hot orange or this case what I'm going to use is, this is just a sunburst orange Chinese cock cape. So I'm just going to prepare my hackle in the same way. I'm just going to reveal the tip, offer it up to the hook, come around with a couple of turns, going to fold back the tip again, bring my thread turns up over the tip on the hackle, then you come in, locate your tip, break that away, come in with your scissors and just stroke the fibres back, just helps it. And then much like the mid hackle and the tail, the turns at this stage are then up to you. It just depends on the quality of the fibre that you're winding. Well, that sounds cheesy, but it's genuinely true. Right, that's going to be enough for me there. So just going to hold my stem of my hackle. Right, that's slipped. So what you need to do is just come back round. Just slip down. I've brought my thread round. Just tighten up on it. Just follow it around with my thread. A couple of turns to secure it. Just going to come in and trim away the stem of the hackle. It's just a wee bit thick for my liking to fold it back. Just come in then and sweep these back and tie them in. Right. Just make sure you want them swept back like that. Okay. Right. Just to finish off, 2 wee jungle cock eyes here. Guys, it doesn't need jungle cock, you know, it's more for the angler, the jungle cock. It's up to you. I know it's very expensive, and for those folk that are sort of way just getting into the fly tying game, it can be an expensive material to buy. So here's the 2 wee eyes. I'm just going to offer these up. Just going to come around with, these are just loose turns, I'm not tightening up on those yet. I just want to see what way we're sitting. Make sure that I'm happy with the length, which I am. Then we can tighten up. Just going down towards the eye. Just want to fold these back now, and then bring my thread up over the stems of the jungle cock, and you can build your head up here at the same time. Keeping your thread tight, just come in and remove the stems. Don't let your thread go. The whip finishing tool, come in, throw in your whip finish, pull your thread nice and tight, trim away your tan thread, and there you go, guys. That's the McCormick's. You can use the hot orange hackle at the front. It's up to you. Now just to finish off, just a wee drop of super glue onto the head of the fly. Right the whole way right round. And then once that dries, guys, I'll come in and put on a couple of coats of varnish just on the head, just to seal up the super glue. But there you go. Get a few of those in your box, guys, because I'll tell you, that's a great fly for the back end, and that'll definitely bring you salmon to the bank. As always, many thanks for taking the time to view the video. If you like the flies that I'm tying and you're watching them, please consider subscribing to the channel. It'll be a great help to me, and also like the videos and tight lines.